Every 60 seconds, a digital millionaire is created. Using the power of the internet, you're now able to access an entirely new world of digital entrepreneurship and education at the click of a button, swipe of a screen, or FaceTime call. Digital education platforms have become the #1 go-to source for learning new skills and entrepreneurship development. The e-learning space currently generates close to $100 billion per year in revenue, and by 2025 is estimated to generate over $325 billion. Are you interested in how you could get a piece of the pie while leveling up your knowledge and entrepreneurship skills? What if you had the power to access the world's best educators in technology, real estate, Airbnb, Turo, transport, financial literacy, and other industries at the click of a button? What if all you had to do was turn on your computer, phone, or tablet anywhere in the world to connect with subject matter experts in a comfortable, self-paced environment, teaching you step by step how to claim your stake in that industry? What if you could skip traditional education, avoiding crippling loans and interest rates, while taking the shortcut to learning the skills you really need to establish the life you want? Would you be interested? Our digital learning platform delivers to you the best in digital education available online. Using our proprietary learning management system, we place the power of digital entrepreneurship and online learning in your hands. When you get started, you'll gain access to dozens of hours of video trainings, workbooks, and dedicated lessons built just for you. You can ask questions, test your knowledge, and learn how to apply your newfound skills in the real world. Our vision for the future is to have every top course around the globe available to you, on demand, whenever you want. But that's not it. At Envision You, we believe that health and wealth is a key factor in your pursuit of achievement. As a result of this belief, we've launched a new and innovative product line focusing on 3 pillars to optimal health and wellness: energy, weight loss, and sleep. 62% of adults around the world say they don't sleep as well as they'd like. 1 in 4 people struggle with chronic insomnia or sleep deprivation. It's also reported that most adults get less than the required amount of sleep per night. Is that you? Our Dreaming Spray contains 3 powerful ingredients to assist you with sleep and obtaining a good night's rest using a special blend of melatonin, valerian root, and GABA. Using this powerful trio has been known to produce optimal relaxation and assist with a healthy and natural sleep cycle. Almost 40% of people report feeling extremely fatigued throughout the day, without enough energy to perform daily tasks and duties at home or work. Does chronic fatigue affect you? Our Empowered Spray works with your body to produce maximum energy to help you stride through the day without crashing, feeling jittery, and assisting you with making sure you can tackle anything. Using the power of vitamin B12, Empowered works synergistically with your body to produce energy without potentially harmful side effects. It is reported that more than 1.9 billion adults around the world are overweight. That's almost 20% of the world's population. Around 10% of the world's population is reported as obese. Obesity can create a host of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, and even diabetes. Do you struggle with your weight? Our Crave Spray is keto-friendly and designed to assist you with weight loss, weight management, food cravings, and appetite control. We know that maintaining a healthy weight is a key part of health and wellness. With just a few sprays a day, you'll be well on your way to achieving your wellness goals and dreams. Combining the power of these 3 products, we've created the perfect body balance to start your day energized, to help curb your food cravings and urges, and promote a good night's rest. Our vision is simple. We are the Health and Wealth Company, and when we envision health and wealth, we envision you.
I'm Renee Knorr, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. Hello, 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 beautiful ones. Oh my goodness. Today is Friday, and we're going to kickstart today's show off with not only great energy, but we're going to also kick this show off with great love. We're going to be right back. We got an amazing announcement to make. And then after the announcement, we're going to be bringing on so many incredible, phenomenal women. And they're going to be talking about their businesses, because that's what this Friday is all about. So we'll be right back after this announcement.
Every 60 seconds, a digital millionaire is created. Using the power of the internet, you're now able to access an entirely new world of digital entrepreneurship and education at the click of a button, swipe of a screen, or FaceTime call. digital education platforms have become the #1 go-to source for learning new skills and entrepreneurship development. The e-learning space currently generates close to $100 billion per year in revenue, and by 2025 is estimated to generate over $325 billion. Are you interested in how you could get a piece of the pie while leveling up your knowledge and entrepreneurship skills? What if you had the power to access the world's best educators in technology, real estate, Airbnb, Turo, transport, financial literacy, and other industries at the click of a button? What if all you had to do was turn on your computer, phone, or tablet anywhere in the world to connect with subject matter experts in a comfortable, self-paced environment, teaching you step by step how to claim your stake in that industry? What if you could skip traditional education, avoiding crippling loans and interest rates, while taking the shortcut to learning the skills you really need to establish the life you want? Would you be interested? Our digital learning platform delivers to you the best in digital education available online. Using our proprietary learning management system, we place the power of digital entrepreneurship and online learning in your hands. When you get started, you'll gain access to dozens of hours of video trainings, workbooks, and dedicated lessons built just for you. You can ask questions, test your knowledge, and learn how to apply your newfound skills in the real world. Our vision for the future is to have every top course around the globe available to you, on demand, whenever you want. But that's not it. At Envision You, we believe that health and wealth is a key factor in your pursuit of achievement. As a result of this belief, we've launched a new and innovative product line focusing on 3 pillars to optimal health and wellness: energy, weight loss, and sleep. 62% of adults around the world say they don't sleep as well as they'd like. 1 in 4 people struggle with chronic insomnia or sleep deprivation. It's also reported that most adults get less than the required amount of sleep per night. Is that you? Our Dreaming Spray contains 3 powerful ingredients to assist you with sleep and obtaining a good night's rest using a special blend of melatonin, valerian root, and GABA. Using this powerful trio has been known to produce optimal relaxation and assist with a healthy and natural sleep cycle. Almost 40% of people report feeling extremely fatigued throughout the day, without enough energy to perform daily tasks and duties at home or work. Does chronic fatigue affect you? Our Empowered Spray works with your body to produce maximum energy to help you stride through the day without crashing, feeling jittery, and assisting you with making sure you can tackle anything. Using the power of vitamin B12, Empowered works synergistically with your body to produce energy without potentially harmful side effects. It is reported that more than 1.9 billion adults around the world are overweight. That's almost 20% of the world's population. Around 10% of the world's population is reported as obese. Obesity can create a host of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, and even diabetes. Do you struggle with your weight? Our Crave Spray is keto-friendly and designed to assist you with weight loss, weight management, food cravings, and appetite control. We know that maintaining a healthy weight is a key part of health and wellness. With just a few sprays a day, you'll be well on your way to achieving your wellness goals and dreams. Combining the power of these 3 products, we've created the perfect body balance to start your day energized, to help curb your food cravings and urges, and promote a good night's rest. Our vision is simple. We are the Health and Wealth Company, and when we envision health and wealth, we envision you.
As far as
Hey guys, we're so excited. We're getting ready to go live with our incredible
interviews with all of the ladies from around the globe, and this is going to be very spectacular. Today is going to be a powerful, powerful day, and we're looking so forward that you are here joining us. We'll be right back after this quick announcement. I'm Renee Knorr, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
Every 60 seconds, a digital millionaire is created. Using the power of the internet, you're now able to access an entirely new world of digital entrepreneurship and education at the click of a button, swipe of a screen, or FaceTime call. Digital education platforms have become the #1 go-to source for learning new skills and entrepreneurship development. The e-learning space currently generates close to $100 billion per year in revenue, and by 2025 is estimated to generate over $325 billion. Are you interested in how you could get a piece of the pie while leveling up your knowledge and entrepreneurship skills? What if you had the power to access the world's best educators in technology, real estate, Airbnb, Turo, transport, financial literacy, and other industries at the click of a button? What if all you had to do was turn on your computer, phone, or tablet anywhere in the world to connect with subject matter experts in a comfortable, self-paced environment, teaching you step by step how to claim your stake in that industry? What if you could skip traditional education, avoiding crippling loans and interest rates, while taking the shortcut to learning the skills you really need to establish the life you want? Would you be interested? Our digital learning platform delivers to you the best in digital education available online. Using our proprietary learning management system, we place the power of digital entrepreneurship and online learning in your hands. When you get started, you'll gain access to dozens of hours of video trainings, workbooks, and dedicated lessons built just for you. You can ask questions, test your knowledge, and learn how to apply your newfound skills in the real world. Our vision for the future is to have every top course around the globe available to you, on demand, whenever you want. But that's not it. At Envision You, we believe that health and wealth is a key factor in your pursuit of achievement. As a result of this belief, we've launched a new and innovative product line focusing on 3 pillars to optimal health and wellness: energy, weight loss, and sleep. 62% of adults around the world say they don't sleep as well as they'd like. 1 in 4 people struggle with chronic insomnia or sleep deprivation. It's also reported that most adults get less than the required amount of sleep per night. Is that you? Our Dreaming Spray contains 3 powerful ingredients to assist you with sleep and obtaining a good night's rest using a special blend of melatonin, valerian root, and GABA. Using this powerful trio has been known to produce optimal relaxation and assist with a healthy and natural sleep cycle. Almost 40% of people report feeling extremely fatigued throughout the day, without enough energy to perform daily tasks and duties at home or work. Does chronic fatigue affect you? Our Empowered Spray works with your body to produce maximum energy to help you stride through the day without crashing, feeling jittery, and assisting you with making sure you can tackle anything. Using the power of vitamin B12, Empowered works synergistically with your body to produce energy without potentially harmful side effects. It is reported that more than 1.9 billion adults around the world are overweight. That's almost 20% of the world's population. Around 10% of the world's population is reported as obese. Obesity can create a host of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, and even diabetes. Do you struggle with your weight? Our Crave Spray is keto-friendly and designed to assist you with weight loss, weight management, food cravings, and appetite control. We know that maintaining a healthy weight is a key part of health and wellness. With just a few sprays a day, you'll be well on your way to achieving your wellness goals and dreams. Combining the power of these 3 products, we've created the perfect body balance to start your day energized, to help curb your food cravings and urges, and promote a good night's rest. Our vision is simple. We are the Health and Wealth Company. And when we envision health and wealth, we envision you.
And we are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the GW3 Live. Today we're talking to all of our incredible, spotlighting phenomenal women in business right across the world. I'm Renee Knorr, and for those who don't know, I'm the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors, and it brings me so much joy today to be here with you. Whether you're watching us live on YouTube, Instagram, or you are watching us right there in the clubhouse, we'd like to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Today, we're going to bring up 2 of our phenomenal women. And currently right now, we're going to bring them up at the same time because that's what we do in this space. And then throughout this program, throughout the entire 4 to 6 hour, you're going to get an opportunity of meeting other phenomenal women across the world. Our first is not only one of our incredible leaders right in the Atlanta area by way of New Jersey and the DMV. I think she's just a world traveler within itself, but she is truly a woman that knows how to help the young. She's all about the healthcare, as well as she's all about helping other leaders to find their way, to find their voices, and bridging the gap where it relates to our young people. Without further ado, amazing Marjorie. Hey, gorgeous, how are you doing?
I am doing fabulous. Thank you, Renee. How are you doing on this Friday?
I am enjoying life. I'm feeling red hot today. So yeah,
Woo!
I'm doing great as well.
That's it. Absolutely. I love it. I love
Yes.
it.
Yes, and we're going to bring up another one of our beauties also that's here with us now. She's new to the GW3 Society, but you know what? She's got an old soul, and it's like she's been here forever. Okay, and you know how you meet some of those people like that, Marjorie, like you've been knowing them for a long time. Well, that's how Camellia is right here. We got Miss Camellia Dior that's in the house with us. Hey, beautiful, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What we're gonna have Marjorie do, just sit back just a little bit, Miss Marjorie. Yeah, there we go. Yes, yes, yes. So how are you doing? You're looking incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here. Not feeling my best today, but I'm excited to be here around you guys. Your amazing energy, and
Yeah.
that keeps me going. My name's Camilla, and would you like me to go on about what I
Of
do?
course. Well, you know what's so great, Camilla. You know what's so great? You automatically know you're here in the best place, right, Marjorie? Because of the good energy. And because we have this great energy, you're already at 175%.
Yeah.
Automatically, you gotta feel it right here, girl. All right, because you look incredible. Everybody put some red hearts in the chat for Miss Camellia for looking so fabulous. We not only going to be spotlighting you guys, we want you to tell everybody about your business as well as what it is that you do and how you give back to the community. And what we'll do, Camellia, I want to start with Marjorie and then we'll kick back right back to you. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Absolutely. Well, Marjorie, take it away, beautiful.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So I am Marjorie Mallard, and I am with Marjorie Mallard's Consulting Agency. I am a childcare business strategist as well as consultant. I've been in the field of childcare and early childhood for the past 23 years. So 23 years ago, just a mom of three small children. At that time, I decided that I wanted to be that stay-at-home mom, be that first person to make the impact and set the foundation for my children. So I started up what I thought was going to be a babysitting business and really scale that babysitting business to a full-fledged childcare business that I've been doing now for 23 years. So now I'm no longer in my school. I've actually just closed my school at the end of 2022 to move to the next level. And that next level is to help you guys, you ladies out there, be able to make that impact for your children, the ones who are looking to be stay at home moms or teachers who are looking to start their own childcare business. What I do is I give them step by step guidelines, practices, resources, and tools so that they can start their own six-figure business as well. And I hold their hand through the entire process and make sure that they're equipped with everything that they need, from business foundations all the way through to operations.
What amazing share. Not only is it important for healthcare, home care, and baby care to not only be a part of our lives, especially if you're a mother. I
Yes.
love the fact that you are helping others to find their way and they can still find their way right at home with their kids. How can people get in contact with you, Marjorie? Please share.
Absolutely. So, if you're looking to speak with me, you can most certainly reach out to me through my website at marjoriemallard.com, or you can even send me a DM or go directly into the bio of my Instagram at m.mallardny for New York, because that's where I'm based out of New York prior to coming into Atlanta.
Just love that so very much. Grateful that you have came to Atlanta. We feel your energy and we feel your heart. And I love what you're doing to help to bring those single moms or even just mothers, that's looking to do something
Yeah.
with kids. It takes a certain type of gem. You take a certain type of heart as well. And
Mhm.
we're so grateful that you've been able to carve that part out of you to make others feel whole, especially when it comes down to our kids. And Miss Camellia,
Absolutely.
you're over there looking like the diamond that you are. Why don't you share with everybody what it is that your business does? Because we can't wait to hear as well, beautiful. Take it away.
Okay, happy Women's Month to everyone, firstly. And just to dive right in with what I do, I run a photo booth company and it's been successful. So far, I was living in the US to be honest. I was living in Connecticut and it was really popular. And now I've moved back to the UK and I'm starting it all here. So I'm establishing it here. So, in order to get my presence known and felt, I'm doing it through social media. And I'm using and taking this opportunity to help women along their journey to finding themselves, to inspire people because of things that I've been through and things that I've experienced doing business and just helping women. Um, I'm doing that by digital content. I create digital content. I'm starting a podcast so that I can let my voice be heard and, for people to warm up to me. I'm using this opportunity to help people, to coach them, to coach women into going to what they want to do. And the end goal of everything that I'm doing is really to sponsor and help young women in Africa. No particular place. I have one place in mind, but that is the end goal. So all of this, I think it neatly ties in with, with what Miss Renee's doing. And I'm just happy to be here, be on this journey, and glad that I met you guys, and to have your support as well. Thank you.
I just love that. Not only do I love your energy, love your heart, but love your statement in regard to identifying your why. Your why is to be able to impact the lives globally as well. Why did you pick this specific area? Why was this spot, as you said, in regard to, you could have gone anywhere else, just like with Miss Marjorie. She could have chosen to be in healthcare in any space. She could have been a caregiver, but why this particular location? Please share with us. And then who have you been able to also just, I'm sure you have mentors and mentees that you also are embracing. Share with us in that area as well, please.
Okay. Um, at the moment, my mentor is Miss Renee Knorr, as you know. She's helping me along this journey. I've been inspired by Marvin. There's a couple of people that's really inspired me in what they've done. Renee, you've inspired me because I know you've been to Africa and you've done this and you've made changes in people's lives. This was just something that I think was within me, and it was something that I wanted to do. And what inspired it is knowing the lack of resources for women in third world countries and being able to help them and change even one person's life there. So that's what brought me on that journey. I've done a lot of voluntary work. um, by studies, I've done sociology and psychology, and I usually work within social care, and it's because I've got a big heart. So that's where it all stemmed from, and I think my efforts will be more appreciated or be go further if I help those that lack those resources, access to education, access to information, things like that. If I can be that bridge between them and their goal, that would be amazing for me. Thank you again, Renee.
I absolutely love that. Don't you love that, Marjorie? Okay, ladies, I'm getting ready to challenge us, okay? It's time for us to do something together. You're talking about the collaborations, the connections. You know, right now, you're based out of where, Camelia? Where are you based out of?
I'm in London at the moment.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so one of our amazing mentees, no, mentors, we look up to her in every way possible. Oh my goodness. She's in London as well, Miss Ade, which we're going to be having her interview also. Okay, I know, right? You get all
Yeah.
excited. I'm telling you. Oh, love Miss Ade. Let me share with you. Not
Yeah.
only she's an author, she is the woman that's known. She's the queen of all queens. She takes the crown from everyone. She prayed us out today. Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Come on, Marjorie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know
Absolutely
what's so great?
powerful.
Yeah, it's so powerful. But when we get together, one, two, three, and four get together, we're
Mhm.
unstoppable. Focusing on enriching our younger generation, no matter where we are in the world, you know, I'm ready to keep my bags packed. We can go back to Africa, and Marjorie, you get a ticket as well. You
Let's
get a
go.
ticket. You get a ticket. We all get tickets to go back to
Yes.
Africa. You know, it's so important for us to be able to use our, not only our skills, our life experiences, but also just our love for life and giving.
Hmm.
Love for life and giving. You know, I'm super grateful that you said yes. Marjorie, I'm grateful that you said yes. I'm so grateful that Miss Ade said yes. And we're going to be bringing Miss Ade up really, really soon. But Marjorie, pour into Miss Camelia in regarding to just some of the moments of how she's inspiring you. And then Camelia, you pour into Miss Marjorie how she's inspiring you as well.
My
Camelia,
goodness.
Marjorie, take it away.
My
Yes.
goodness, Miss Camelia, first of all, I tip my hat to you because you are, a young lady with powerful visions and powerful goals. So, what you're looking to do as far as making a major impact by starting not with a person, not a friend, you're talking Africa, you're going to the continent. I mean, I just absolutely love it. And people need to have mentors like you so that they can look up to you and see that that success is something that is powerful, that success is possible for the youngest at heart as well as for the youngest at age. So with the desires and the goals that you have to make that great impact, I know that you're going to achieve it and you are going to do well because you're not just speaking small goals, you've got huge ones. And for someone being at the age that you are to be able to want to aspire and achieve such greatness, and you're speaking it into existence, of course, it's been placed on your heart, it's already done. So I know you're going to accomplish it. I wish you the best as well.
Thank you
Oh my,
so
You're
much,
welcome.
Marjorie. I
don't you just
really
love that?
appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yes.
And Miss Camelia, how you pour
Love
into
it.
Miss Marjorie? How, what is words that you like to pour into Miss Marjorie?
I would like to say thank you so much for your kind and encouraging words because I know it's coming from a good place. I really admire you and I admire what you do. And the fact that you work in childcare tells a bigger story about you. And I really appreciate that. For you to see that in me and really believe in me, that means a lot to me. And I know that you're an amazing coach. And I know that the people that you're coaching, they're getting the best that they can get. And
Oh,
I want to
thank you.
thank you guys. I want to thank you so much, Marjorie, for sharing that and for listening and hearing me out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're
And I'm
so grateful.
here as well to support you.
Oh,
Absolutely,
thank you.
absolutely. You know, guys, we are live right now on YouTube. We're live in the clubhouse. We're live on Facebook. And, you know, to get in contact with these ladies is really important because you can see what they're doing in the community. If you are a woman right now and you just didn't know what angle to go to or how to even get started, encourage to follow up. I encourage you to follow up with these ladies here. You know, in life, we always know we need mentors. We know we need resources. We know we need also finance. We know we need someone to say, I believe in you. So not only do we want you to find your way here with us, we want to see you win. Truly, this year, Marjorie, we have a full pack of events. Isn't that right, Miss Marjorie?
We sure do. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? We are looking forward to coming to London to visit with you. I shared that with you. I know I see Miss Ade in the clubhouse. I want to see if we can get Miss Ade live with us. That would be a super treat, right? Miss Ade, can you hear my voice? You're right now in the clubhouse. Can you hear my voice, Miss Ade?
I can hear your beautiful voice. Yes.
I just
Awesome.
love it. So, Miss Ade, wouldn't it be amazing if you can join us live on the set and you could meet your other beautiful sister that's right there in London right now?
I will need about 10 minutes.
Okay. So, you know what, ladies? She said she will be able to do it in about 10 minutes. I love it. Don't you guys get goosebumps? I know everybody like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes. So what we're going to do, how about this? We got another surprise. How many of you guys love fashion? How many of you guys like to dress up? Oh, yes, this group here, we absolutely love to dress up. How about if we bring up our very own in-house fashion designer, Miss Karen Geddes. And then after Miss Karen Geddes, we'll bring you ladies back up and you'll be joined by the one and the only Miss Addie from London. How does that sound, ladies?
Absolutely
That's
beautiful. Can't wait.
Okay,
sounds
so
like
that's what we'll do. And what we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. And when we come back, we're going to be bringing our very own fashion designer. You've seen her pieces in Vogue. You've seen her pieces in Elle, as well as in New York City Fashion Week on billboards, guys. She's over there in Macy's. And we're so excited to have her right here with the GW3 Global Warriors, our very own Miss Karen Geddes, the House of KG Fashion. Will be right back with us. Thank you, ladies. We'll be right back. And we are back. Oh my goodness. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Miss Karen. How are you doing, superstar?
I am doing fabulous. I'm Fashion Friday.
Yes, it's a
Fabulous.
Fashion Friday, and you are over there slaying. I love that jacket piece. Come on now. Talk to me about all of these new gadgets you have on. First and foremost, guys, this is not only the one and the only Miss Karen Geddes. She is the founder of KG House of Fashion and our signature fashion designer with the GW3 Warriors. And we're so happy to have you, Miss Karen, today. You're looking incredible. I love this piece. Now tell us about the piece that you have on, please.
This is an off-white, it's a suit actually, but you're not going to be able to because I don't actually have the pants on. I'm in my house working, so I had to remember to jump on. So I just pulled the jacket out of my closet and decided to throw this one on. So this is the KG off-white zipper jacket. And it's not available any longer. It's just a signature piece for me. It was one of the pieces I had done very early in my career. So absolutely. But I do have an off-white business suit jacket for you ladies to wear. And Miss Renee, if I'm not mistaken, I believe you had that outfit as well.
Ooh, child, yes, I do. Oh, let me tell you something. When you put on some of Miss Karen Geddes' House of Fashion gear, you just feel so special. I had the opportunity of, I guess, christening that outfit in Africa. Africa is where I first wore that incredible white suit. And oh my goodness, got so many compliments. Let me tell you, when I came out, because I was all casual all the other times, right? But when it was time for me to do a business, I had to close some business. I put that KG suit on. Everybody was like, woo, hello. I said, I know. You just don't know how the suit make you feel as well. But thank you so very much for your creativity. Miss Lolita Anderson, our very own Miss, she said, Slay. That's right. She said you
Go
are
ahead.
I love it. You got Miss Janet Alvarado over there in Las Vegas. She's like 7-star luxury brand queens.
Go
I love
ahead,
it.
Janet.
Talk to us, Miss Karen. Why is fashion so important? And what does fashion mean to you? And when did you get your start? We love to know. Please share.
Okay, so I got my start. Well, I got my message early in life. I want to say I was around 7 or 8, and I'm getting ready to date myself, but it's okay because I look fabulous for my age. I was living in Gowanus, which is a project here in Brooklyn, New York, and I asked my mom, could I go to Barbizon School? I had saw this commercial on TV, and it immediately jumped out at me, and I wanted to be a model. So my mother was like, my dad said, no, baby, we can't afford that. And my dad always called me baby girl or just girl, little girl. That's what he called me, little girl. No, we can't afford that. So I'm just like, okay. So life moves on. But fashion never, ever really left my heart. As I was growing up, I always wanted to do some things in fashion, but really never had the opportunity. Life took me in different directions. And then somewhere around, I want to say the early 90s, I met this company in Brooklyn, and they was like a fashion cosmetic company, and they used to put on fashion shows. And the guy stopped me and was like, would you like to do fashion? And I'm like, yes. So he introduced me to his company. I walked in a couple of shows locally in Brooklyn. And I met this designer from Africa, Togo, Africa. And he was like, you could really do this. You could really design, because I asked him to make me a few pieces, and he did. And he was like, Karen, come on, you really need to step into this, because what I started asking him to do, he wound up doing not only for me, but some of his other clients as well. But I really wasn't in the mindset to do it right then. I needed to fix some things in my life in order to continue my fashion journey. So I was still working in corporate America. I just wasn't ready. And when I finally got ready, the purpose came to me, I never forget, I had purchased my house. And normally when people purchase their house, they have extra money. I decided not to fix my house up. I decided to start a company, and I had no clue what it was going to be, but I knew it was going to be about fashion. I knew that for sure. Then I was like, okay, maybe I can blog, but really I don't like writing like that. That's what Malika Star is for. Um, do what you do best. Do what Raif said for you to do. Design. Hello. So I was like, okay, where do I get my start at? So I met this consultant in Moo, and he hooked me up with some pattern makers because I could no longer find Raif. And it just snowballed from there. I just started giving him my ideas and having him do my patterns for me, and putting other people in my clothing, and getting so many compliments. And people are saying, well, what's the problem here? Why are you not doing this full time? Because actually I needed to work. I needed to support my dream, but I also had a house that I had to run, and I had my child living with me. So I had to make sure that the funds were coming in from a steady paycheck. But when I finally buckled down, I said to my pattern maker, listen here, I'm just going to step out on faith. I'm going to put on a fashion show, and we going to do this. And I just started pulling models. I started holding casting calls. I started designing my collections. And it just kind of kept growing and growing and growing. And I'm like, oh my God, is this really me doing all of this by myself? And the answer was yes.
Ooh, Ooh-wee.
I
Guys,
tell
let's
you.
give her some love because we said yes. You said yes to yourself. And I love that, Miss Karen. A lot of people need to hear that. You said yes to yourself. And look what the rest. You got 5 ladies out there. I want one of those suits. I want one of those suits, Miss Janet Everado. I need one of those suits. Miss Janet is like, please, she need one like right now. Miss Karen, you don't know how much you're inspiring all of those young girls out there that need to hear this, as well as some of the seasoned millennials as well. Well, you look great. We're so happy to have you. We're looking forward to you blazing the runway with even more fashionable outfits for 2023. Are you ready? Are
I'm
you ready?
ready. I'm ready. And you know, I don't have that suit available just yet again because it's out of stock. However, you can go to the website, which is www.kghof.com, and you can purchase other dresses, other suits, because I do have inventory for some things. And you can also, now I'll tell you a trick, you can also go to Macy's.com and pay full price. But if you go to my website, you will get a discount. So you make the decision. Go on the website, check it out, see what you like. I'm looking forward to doing this fashion show with you. I am going to design some new pieces.
Ooh.
And I have you in mind when I do it. So get ready, beautiful. Get ready.
Oh my God, I'm gonna start. I've been doing my 75. I had to push back from the table, Miss Karen, because I already know what time it is. And guys, when you wear Karen Getty's outfit, I love the fact that she knows how to line her pieces with perfection, but you still have to always make sure you maintain what a good regimen. You got to exercise, guys. You want to exercise because I'm going to be honest with you. When we were selecting something for me to wear for the after party in New York City with Breakfast with Champions, no, it's the VIP reception. And that silk dress that I put on, oh my goodness, that silk dress was hugging me perfectly. But you know what? I didn't feel uncomfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I made sure I moved some of that food to the side prior to me getting into that dress. You know what? We was doing a 75 hard. That's why we were doing a 75 hard. And so I'll have time. By the time we connect in April, truly, I'll be ready for you, beautiful. I'll be ready for you.
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
just also want to say, I'm actually doing some styling services, some concierge services at bloomingdales.com. I'm getting ready to put up the Instagram page. You can also find me at YouTube and see my journey, because I tell you, even though I did this, my journey was not pretty. But you know, the key to any journey, the key to any success, the key to your destiny is you stick with it. You always bet on you and never stop dreaming. And that's one of my mantras when I do my YouTube channel. I always try to encourage people to stick with it because it will absolutely make you cry. But I promise you, if you stick with it, whatever your journey is, you will be smiling from ear to ear on the other side.
I love it. Let's give it up for Miss Karen Geddes. They're all in the clubhouse screaming your name. Right now, we're live on YouTube as well as we're live on the Facebook, and they're blowing up the chats. Let's do this. We have a couple of our other fabulous ladies that we were able to talk to earlier today, Miss Marjorie, alongside Miss Camelia. While we're waiting for the queen, Miss Ade, let's bring those ladies up. I know
Yes,
for
you
sure they're going
know,
to pour
I
in
love
here
me
as
some Miss
well.
Ade.
Right, ladies?
Hi, ladies. How are you guys doing?
Hi, we're doing good. It's
Hello.
a pleasure to meet you.
Karen, I had to
Me
write
too.
down that website when I'm doing here on this line. I'm like, what? Go to Macy's and pay full price? No, let me write this down
Right.
and go do a little bit of shopping, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
And let me tell you
Yes.
something about Marjorie. Marjorie always slaying, always slaying.
Yes.
You know, when I first met Marjorie, she came in. That was our dream board party
Yes.
when we were having with Lisa Nicole. When she came in with this maxi outfit, I was like, "You better work." I just love it when we all get together and we just know how to really not only bring out the best in each other, but we also look for ways of getting dressed up. And so, Karen, I'm the first to say it. Can we please play dress up in your clothes?
Absolutely, absolutely. I will dress you ladies however you want to. In my clothes, in your clothes, we can repurpose. We gonna do the thing. We gonna do it. I promise you, ladies, you will not be dissatisfied. I promise you, because if I can't put it on, I'm not gonna let you put it on. If it doesn't look good on me, it's not gonna look good on you. So I use me as my first and foremost model, and then I bring it to the world. But
I love it.
absolutely, I will not put on anything that I don't believe you're gonna look good in. Because if I don't look good, you don't look good, and my name is everything.
I love
Mhm.
that. Well, you know what I love about you, Miss Karen? You have been consistent. You know, every opportunity when we first met, guys, we again we've all met right on that clubhouse. When I first met Miss Karen and I invited her to do the fashion show in New York City, not only did she show up, guys, she got a standing ovation. She showed out, and then she brought us the most fabulous mink designer as well. And let me tell you something, Miss Karen, in Charlotte, we also have a furrier that's going to be with us as well. Come on now.
Yes, girl, because you know I am a fur girl.
Oh, yes, you are. But you know, you're more than a fur girl. You are a class act that just love to dress. And I think we've lost that, right, guys? We've literally lost
Absolutely.
dressing. Come on,
Absolutely.
Camelia, she had to clutch her pearls right there. Talk to me, girl. Come on, what are you feeling? Talk to us.
Yes, sometimes you do lose yourself when you're, going for your dream or, having responsibilities, like you said, Miss Karen, having those responsibilities like a home and kids and everything. Sometimes you can lose yourself. So, yeah, it's nice to come out and show out and, look fabulous, and a makeover would be amazing.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, ladies, I would like for you guys to ask Miss Karen a question or two while we're waiting, while we're preparing for our next interview with the Queen herself, Miss Ade, all the way from London. So, ladies, what would you like to ask the one and only Miss Karen Getty's K&G House of Fashion?
So, Miss Karen, I want to ask you a question. So, when you went and you went after your dream and you bet on yourself, at that point in time, what did it feel like? I'm sure it just enlightened you because clearly you just kept running and you're still running.
Um, when I first started, I was so excited. I think I was more excited than anything else. And, and just being honest and transparent, I made a lot of mistakes early in, but now I understood my mistakes, and it's just a beautiful journey for me. I probably wouldn't change anything, but when you first go after your dream, Miss Marjorie, excuse me, you, it's an exciting feeling because to me, you are living what God has called you to do. And at that point, once I realized what my true purpose was, I was like, I don't care how many times I fall down. I don't care, because all I'm going to do is get back up. I'm going to get back up and push even harder. So it's an amazing feeling. It's an amazing journey when you do what you were called to do and what you were destined to do and never stop. It's an amazing feeling. I love fashion. I love everything about fashion. I love other fashion designers because there's enough room out here for all of us to win. Absolutely. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. I absolutely love that. And you know what I love as well? It doesn't matter whether you're in fashion or childcare or nursing or healthcare. When you find your purpose and your purpose that God has destined you for,
Amen.
Yeah,
hits you, I mean, the feeling is just enlightenment through your whole body. It's as if light bulbs, plural, have just ding, 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 went off on you. And you just keep going. And you feel as if, sometimes it's you're a different person, right? Because you've now found out what your purpose is in life. And then when God gives you that vision and the doors just keep opening and opening and opening and everything aligns, you're right. It is a beautiful feeling.
It
So
really
thank
is.
you for sharing that.
It really is. You know, for me, I I I wouldn't have it any other way. Even earlier in life, some of the trials and tribulations I had to overcome, I'm glad that I said yes to my calling. I am so excited about where I'm going because I already know that that is mine. And you know, once you do your own transformation, which is something I did, it just sends you into a different direction. You start meeting people like Queen Renee, Miss Day. She knows I love her and I never met her. You know, some of the ladies on Clubhouse that I have built relationships with because when you chase your dream, when you go after your dream, God put people in your path. The universe conspires to give you everything you want. You just have to step up to make sure that's what you really want. Because once the universe says yes, once the creator says yes, there's no stopping you. You can only stop yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Whew.
yes. And one other thing I just want to add in there, you're absolutely right as far as the lessons. The lessons, I could say, they make our backbone strong, right? When we get up and we move forward. So if we had to do it all over again, I know the same thing for myself in my industry, I would still embrace every single one of those lessons. Because without those lessons, I know for myself, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I appreciate that share. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well,
I know she just said that energy, absolutely. And I think that's right across the board with everyone, guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's love the fact that when you find your purpose, when you find the reason why God gave you your wings, it's time for you to fully embrace it and go all in. Just exactly as we say, soar. Just keep soaring. And even when you're not really sure of all of the intricate parts, leave the details alone sometimes and allow God to bring you the right people to support your vision. Because when you have the right earth angels on your side, guess what? You become unstoppable. Keep showing up for yourself and keep having faith and believing in you. Believing in yourself. So we're grateful
Absolutely.
for you. Miss Camelia, would you like to ask Miss Karen a question as well while we're wrapping up this segment with the one and the only Miss KG, House of Fashion? Camelia, take it away.
yes. Miss Karen, I would love to ask you, how do you handle the no's? When you started and you're on this journey, how do you deal with the no's?
Great question.
I'd be like, okay, your loss, not mine. Because I know once, and don't get me wrong, when you going to get a bunch of no's, and I've gotten a bunch of no's, and I still get no's. However, I'm not going to let the no determine because I already know what my purpose is. I'm never going to let anyone tell me no and then it stops me in my tracks. That's not going to happen because the creator, whoever you believe in, said yes to me. So that's the only yes I needed was to move forward because he said, I got you. So you're going to get no's. Some people are going to say no 2 and 3 times, but you can't let your no's define your moment. You got to keep pushing until you find that yes. And I guarantee you, they going to say yes. Somebody going to say yes because they're going to see the value in what it is you do. Like Marjorie, she deals with children. She deals with our generation. They are our future generations. So she's teaching them how to be strong people. She's teaching them how to, if you hear a no, it's okay. Because eventually, if you stick with it and you don't give up in the middle of your fight, in the middle of your journey, those no's turn into yes. And then people start chasing you down You don't have to chase no more. They start chasing you. And that's when you know you have something beautiful. So I hope I answered your question.
You did. That's amazing. And yes, I do believe that they will start chasing you. And that's really inspired me now on my journey. For those moments where I'm feeling low, or thinking, you know what, maybe not, you know what, it's going to turn around and it's going to chase me. Thank you.
Yes, and let me just say this, and Renee knows this because I say this all the time. We are all human. And you self-doubt will creep in. Renee, you know what I'm getting ready to say, but what you're not going to do is stay there. Because it does creep in. It creeps in for everybody. But what you're not going to do is stay there. You're going to keep pushing forward. You're going to get up and you're going to keep moving till you find your yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Well, Miss Karen, we'd like for you to give us some closing words of wisdom as we wrap up this segment with you. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be bringing the queen herself, Miss Ade. Oh, my goodness. Words of Miss Karen, please.
All I can say is always bet on yourself and never stop dreaming, because if you keep with it, I don't care how many times you fall, get back up, dust yourself off, cry it out, and keep pushing forward, because you will win on the other side. Always bet on you. Thank you, ladies.
We just love you so
Thank
very much.
you.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
and I love that. Always bet on you. Always bet on you. Well, without further ado, guys, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks, and we'll be bringing back some more fabulous, phenomenal women that we're going to be spotlighting all around the globe. Thanks so very much for you all joining us, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube, or if you're right here in the clubhouse with us. Let's make sure, as we always say, let's share the room out. Let's go ahead on and poke some friends or get some friends on, because, guys, this is just to get started. We got some more amazing interviews. We have Miss Yolanda that's coming up all the way from the DMV, Miss Ade from London, and several other ladies that's going to be joining us. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Hey, beautiful ones, we are back. Oh my goodness, this is how we are closing out this incredible week, our Friday. Oh my goodness, guys, if you have been enjoying our conversations thus far, go ahead and put some hearts in the chat. You know how I love those red hearts. We've had the opportunity of not only hearing from the voice, Miss Marjorie Mallard. She's all about caregiving, as well as she's helping other women as well to connect and build greater relationships where it relates in that space. And then we heard from Miss Camelia as she's looking forward to being not only humanitarian, but also impacting the lives of those beautiful girls in Africa with her mission as well as her story. And let's talk about the one and only Miss KG, House of Fashion, the one and the only Miss Karen Geddes. You've seen her work everywhere in Elle, Vogue. Oh my goodness. And also on those billboards in New York City, had the pleasure of meeting all of these ladies, except for one so far. But without further ado, guys, not only we're going to be welcoming this queen here, and she knows just how much I love her. She's such the woman that we know her on the app as the question queen, but we love her as the wisdom queen, as she was able to close us out in prayer this morning. And like how she always does, she always brings something extra to the table. Without further ado, Miss Ade, how are you doing? Oh my goodness. Look at you. You're so gorgeous. You have to unmute, Miss Ade.
Yes. And
Yes.
so are you.
How are you doing? I know it's rather late because you're there on your. How late is it there in London?
It's like 10:03 at the moment.
All right, not so bad, but I'm going to make sure you guys get your beauty rest because you and Camelia are over there in London. You are getting younger and younger every day, beautiful. What is it that you're doing? Are you sleeping upside down like a bat? Tell us your secrets. Come on now.
Well, I just think it's Holy Ghost, really, because when you just have a life of prayer and you have a life that you just want to please God and you just want to be the best that you can be, and you take away the stresses of life, then only the beauty from within can come out. And you know that glory is not of your making, it's God coming through you to everyone. And so that is the only thing that I can say that makes me who I am and what you see.
You know, Miss Ade, just hearing you speak and what you said just resonated so much with me because as you were speaking, literally my body just got chills because the God is truly within you. He uses you every day, and everyone knows how proud I am of you. And let me tell you something. You know about my Bible right here? The one and only Miss Ade sent it to me. Oh my goodness. You know, I cherish this book, but not only do I cherish this book, I cherish what it stands for. You know, when we're making our transition, one of the greatest gifts, you said you're going to need prayer.
Yes.
You're going to need a lot of prayer. And you, alongside with Yolanda, as well as so many of the other warriors, but I'll say this, you are the first person who really pushed me to even say, you know what, let's open up this prayer warrior room. Because when we were in the process of putting it together initially, we noticed it didn't really kick off, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was because it wasn't the right time. It truly wasn't the right time. And now look at what has happened. Oh my goodness. You know, I always say, it doesn't matter if we only have just one person in the room. My goodness, this Friday, Tanya, Yolanda, yourself, Miss Jackie, Miss Tangi. I mean, everyone just came to the center stage. So therefore, we can also be able to be used as vessels to bring this unity together. Now, thank you for your wisdom, your leadership, but also you are a new author. Congratulations, beautiful. I want you to share with everyone your story, your journey. How did you get started with your book, and how can we go about honoring you by purchasing your book as well? Miss Ade, take it away. Thank you, beautiful.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to say that I've written several books. I used to write about singleness because I didn't meet my husband until I was 43. And I had my baby a year after. So that I saw as my double gift from God. And before I got married, I had a word from the Lord. And the word was that I was to write a book. And the book was going to be called Triumphing in Single Street, which was a message that I had ministered to a group of singles, and it had been well received. In fact, it was so well received that a play was developed out of it. And it really brought a lot of joy and hope to countless numbers of singles. And when the Lord told me to turn that message not only into a play, but into a book, the word that I heard was it would be the last time that I would be known in my maiden name, which at that time was Addie Fowler. And I thought, really? But I wrote it out of obedience. And the rest is history, because Mr. Dalmida came into my life as soon as, well, not immediately, but not long after writing the book. And 18 years on, we're still together and God is doing great things. Now, the book that I've written now, Dying to Shine, Understanding the Process of Sacrifice, this book has come about for a number of reasons. I reached a landmark birthday 2 years ago. I turned 60. And I'm a person that when it comes to every milestone event in my life, I like to take stock and I like to think about what is next for me in terms of how I want to maximize the new season in my life. And as I was approaching becoming 60, I was saying, Lord, what would you have me do for the next decade? For over 30 plus years, I have served in ministry, and I have worked with young people, single people, married people, business people, ministry people. I have done the full gambit. And I realized that how we serve now is not how a lot of the ones behind want to serve. There's a complete different understanding of what it means to serve in the ministry, and in fact, just to even serve in life. And I felt I wanted to be able to leave something that would be a great handover for those people that were coming on behind me. And I realized that people that I was coming into contact with, they had a desire for ministry, they had a desire for business, they had a desire to go higher in their achievements. But they didn't understand that there was a process to get them from point A to point B. They didn't understand that all that glory, all of that shining that they wanted, it doesn't just come like that. You have to pay a price. You have to work it. You have to know that there is a set time for that glory to come. Yes, you can have the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes of glory, but if you want something that is more lasting in life, then there is a process that you have to go through. And that process is sacrificial at times. And that process means waiting. And that process means that the things that perhaps you desire and want may not be what God wants for you. And coming to that understanding and that alignment can take some time. And so what I wanted to do was to share my memoir, to talk about the life that I have lived, and to use my life to inspire and encourage, by the grace of God, for those to be able to see, you may have gone through different dark seasons of your life. I was abused. I have been raped. I have been rejected. So I know the dark side of life. But I also know that when you surrender all of those things and you leave those things behind and you commit yourself to Christ, those things are like stepping stones into a very, very sure and bright future. And so the book encompasses some of those experiences, but not from a victimitis perspective, but to say the trauma, hard times, difficult times, dark times do not have to stay with you. That those things can turn around and you do not have to live and dwell in those negatives. That you can have a fulfilled life and you can be successful and you can achieve your goals when you hold on to the foundation of the Word of God, which is what I've had to do. And so I give tips as well about how you can survive in this chaotic world and how you can go through a process and truly shine at the end. That's it in a nutshell.
That's more than it in a nutshell. You know, not only, number one, she said she had that benchmark birthday. There's no way that we believe that at all, because you look every bit of still in your 40s and 50s. Okay, so congratulations on that. You know, your second book, but let's talk about the first book. You mentioned in regarding to also being obedient.
Yes.
Being obedient. You know, being a woman of God, that says so much right there, right? You said you found your husband after you were writing your book. Come on now. And the greatest gift is it wasn't like you were looking for him.
Nope.
You weren't looking for him at all. I heard
No.
all of it, girl. I heard all of the, you didn't even have to go into the details, and I still heard everything that you said in that space. And the key to it also, the wisdom, realizing when it's that time and it's not your time, it's all in alignment with his time, meaning God's time.
Exactly.
You know, I know I'm not the only one. Every time you speak, we always just get like chills, just like this. And everybody's putting hearts in the chat. The family in the clubhouse, oh my goodness, they're just like so on the edge of their seats. We have Miss Carrie in the house. We have superstar Miss Araya in the house as well. Nancy is in the house. We have Miss Jackie all the way from Chicago. Dr. Tangi, as well as we have blessings from New York City. Miss V on the West Coast, alongside with Dorothy, Marion, and so many others. And you know what? You have your fan club here. I'm going to call it the fan club because we all are your fan club. You know, if you've been a part of not only Breakfast with Champions, but just with the clubhouse, you are known as the Queen of Questions. The Queen of Questions. So I'm going to ask this question to you, and then we're going to definitely open up the panel because we have two beautiful ladies, three ladies, four ladies, all just waiting to definitely ask you more questions. Is there anything, you know, people say it's about not so much as age, but is it important for us to be able to keep shining at any age?
100%.
Come on, talk to us. I love how you said that. You sound like
No,
Miss Jackie over there. Come on now. Woo. Any age.
100%. It's not over. It's
Ooh.
never over unless you choose to make it a case that you feel that it's over. Because whatever you feel in your heart, it will come out. It will be expressed. And one of the ways it's expressed is how we convey ourselves, how we look, how we talk. If you feel that it's over, then you're going to give out those vibes. And who wants to be around somebody who is just depressing to speak to? Who wants to be around somebody who doesn't look healthy? Who wants to be around a person that doesn't take care of themselves? Look, you are the only one that can make yourself happy after God. You can, they say the arm of flesh will always fail you. And it's true. If you have depended upon a person, as much as they love you, they cannot give you everything you desire. And that void inside of you, it's only God that can fill it. And when you are happy with that connection, I'm telling you, you will ooze joy, ooze a presence that people want to connect to, which is shining. And you're shining because of the love of God that is in you, that is shining out for all to see.
Woo! I hope you guys heard that, because that was a mouthful. She said, it's not over. It is not over. Hashtag Miss Ade, it's not over. It's not over. It's just begun, right, Miss Ade? It's just
100%.
Yes.
100%. I refuse to let anything. I refuse. Honestly, I am one of those kind of people. I think there was this horror movie, and I don't usually watch horror movies or anything like that. But, they cut off his leg, they cut off it, and he was still going. He was still going. That is me.
I know that's right. You made me think about this movie. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. This was one of those comedy shows, comedian show. And literally, these guys, they threw him down the stairs 500 times. They still came back. It's like they could shoot their toe off and they still would keep coming back. And that's what it takes in order for you to get you to where you have to go. Don't allow any of the distractions or any of the unforeseen, unexpected things, because it's going to come. You still have to fight through with that mindset. How about this? Let's bring up these beautiful ladies, because they've been dying not only to be in your energy, but I told some of them about you here, and oh my God, they've been sitting on the edge right now. So let's not allow them to sit on the edge anymore. Let's go ahead and bring them to the center stage. Now, this is one of our new beauties that just came on with us. This is Miss Camelia Dior over there in London. And then we have Miss Marjorie that's in the house with us as well. We have Miss KG, House of Fashion, and truly, our very own Miss Yolanda. Woo! Oh my goodness, this is just incredible. Guys, if you're in the clubhouse, you truly want to click on that link so you can see all of these beautiful faces that we have right now as we're celebrating, we're saluting some of the most phenomenal women in business as we stand this Friday evening. What better place to spend than being right here with us right now? So you guys heard from Miss Ade. You heard her story. She was able to pour into you all. Please, let's go ahead on and pour right back into Miss Ade. Please, ladies, take it away.
Marjorie? I would like to go first because I love Miss Ade, and I always tell her voice just brings me to such a calm place. But I'm trying to contain some excitement right now. But I'm kind of finding it hard, Miss Ade. I just got to say, I love listening to your story. You bring such a calm, your voice is so soothing to me, who I'm not always on 100, but I tell you, when I listen to you, especially this morning when you was praying, baby, I just got to say, you prayed directly to Karen. You prayed directly to me. I know you was praying for all of us, but I took it real personally that you was praying to me. So, Miss Ade, I just want to give you your flowers. I really, really enjoy listening to you. And I just look forward to meeting you someday and giving you one of the biggest hugs when I get to London. Absolutely, lady. Absolutely. I
Thank
don't have
you.
a question because you answered all of them. I just wanted to tell you that. I wanted to shower you with some praise and glory.
Thank you so much. To God be the glory.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead, our
I'd
fabulous.
like to chime in.
I know. Let's go ahead, Miss Fabulous Yolanda.
Queen a day, woman of virtue. I thank God for you because you share your authentic faith. And that means a lot to me. Like Karen says, I love you. And when you opened, you said, it's all due to the glory of God. And that's who you are. And you're able to identify it and share it with each and every one of us. And I just want to say thank you for being you. And you said, set the time. I took down so many notes listening to you. For God's glory, we have to accept it. And it's so true. It's really not up to us. We can ask for it, and it will be given to us according to his will. And I love how you say we have to set that time and surrender, even though we might want it so quickly. It comes right on time, on God's time. So I don't have a question. I'm just giving you your roses, dear. I love you.
Oh, thank
I remember a conversation we had, and my mother is not here. And you quoted some of the same words humbly. See, you share so much humility in your voice, from your soul. And I just want to say thank you. And I thank God for you.
And I thank God for you, Yolanda, because I know that when I spoke with Renee some months back, and I said, Renee, with the vision that God's given you, you really need to make sure that you have prayer cover. And she mulled it over, and I know that the Lord would have caused it to be a witness, but she needed for it to be a witness for herself and hear from God herself. And I remember saying, even in the setting this up, you have to really know the right people to be involved in it and to take it on, because it's such a sensitive area, and it's not just anybody that's going to take on the mantle of prayer and be able to carry people along and not take it onto themselves, but to make sure that we're all taking it back to God. And Yolanda, you did so much over many months to help bring the vision that Renee had to pass. So I give you a kudos celebration. Thank you for all that you have done to raise the level of prayer as well within GW3.
Thank you so much. All glory due to God. It has nothing to do with
Exactly.
me.
Exactly.
It's all about God. Thank you.
Exactly.
Mr. Day, oh my goodness, where do I start? And you're new. I'm new to you. You're new to me. I'm new to the GW3. But I have to say, what an honor and privilege to sit on this stage and to see you and hear your words of wisdom. Today, during the prayer room, that was the second time I've heard you pray. And as I came into the house and was listening to your words, it just stopped me in my tracks and made me fall to my knees. I firmly believe, sorry, Karen, but like Karen said, God was speaking to me through your words and almost bringing tears as I console myself right now to my face, hearing you pray the words of wisdom that you have. I just thank you for your obedience to God so that you could bring messages like that to us. So we can hear the voice of God, the purpose that He has for us, and the message that He's sending. So I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say thank you. Humbly, thank you so much.
And what I say to you, Marjorie, is that, God is so good. That's why he's a divine connector. And if you ask each and every one of us that have been in the GW3 for the length of time that we have, it's not that we meant to be there. God brought us there. And He's brought you to be part of the women that are within GW3. And as you open your heart and as you keep pressing in prayer, pressing with all the words of wisdom that's coming from all of the women that are in GW3, and of course from Renee, I'm telling you, your life's not going to be the same. It's going to be going, whoa! And we'll all be watching.
I already feel the impact in this short period of time. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Hi, Miss Ade. I'm Camille, and I would love to say it's an honor to finally get to speak to you. I listen to you on the Breakfast Club in the mornings, and I wasn't there to receive the prayer this morning, but I will say that after listening to you speak about your book, it has really touched. I can relate to what all the ladies said so far, and your voice is so calming. And I would like to say I enjoyed listening to you and that you inspired me now. And I wish I had those words or to hear your words maybe when I'm a bit younger, because I feel that comfort within you, and I feel like what you're saying is coming from a genuine place. When someone has experienced something and they want to protect you and they want the best for you. That's what I get from you and what you say. And I want to thank you for that. And I just wanted to say any word. My question is any word of encouragement, like on a daily basis, that you could say to me right now. Like, this is what you could say to yourself every day, Camille, even in prayer. That's what I'd like to take away today.
I would say to you, Camille, that you need to make sure that you are in prayer daily. Because sometimes we say it, but we really are not. But if you do make your life a life of prayer, the joy, the peace, even in a storm, will come. Rennie knows since November last year, I have lost 10 people. 10 people. In fact, I think it was not about 2 calls ago when I was in the room. Somebody was trying to reach me whilst I was praying, and I had to keep on ending the call. And that was for them to tell me yet another person that's really close to me had gone. So how do you survive hearing information like that? How do you survive the different things that happen, not because you've asked for them, but it's because it's life. And the only way, Camille, is to dig deep at times and know that even in the difficulty of prayer, you're able to say, God, I'm having a challenge here, but I know that you're with me. I know. Just talk to him like you're talking to your best friend. And I'm telling you, the more that you commune that way, the more it becomes easy for you. You can just be walking along, well, God, I don't understand this, you know? And the relationship that you build just by having those conversations is what makes you strong. It builds resilience. It builds you up even when you feel at your weakest. And what I will say as well is what we have learned here in GW3, and that is have your confessions. You see, even when you can't pray, at least say your confession. Yeah? Say your confession. And as you say them, sometimes it sounds a bit like unreal. It doesn't seem like it's natural, but say it anyway. And I'm telling you, as you say those words that you've written, it resonates in your deepest soul. And there may be other times when, you know what, you don't even know how to put the words together for the prayer to come out. Well, you know what? Even the deep yearnings of your heart, God's here. Because sometimes I'm like, Jesus, 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 because I'm so upset with somebody and I really want to go in my flesh and beat them up, you know? And then I have to, Jesus, 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 help me. You know, or I have to say, God, I'm dying here. I'm dying. My flesh has to be killed here. And then other times it's just like, oh, you're feeling sorry for yourself. You know, oh, God, nobody's seen the troubles that I've seen. Oh, God, I'm the only one in the world that's suffering. It's a lie from the pit of hell. We all go through different things, yeah? But he's a loving God. And he knows us more than even we know ourselves. And so whether you're happy, you're sad, just talk to him. And I'm telling you, that habit will give you the strength and give you the joy and the peace, whatever it is, for whatever the need is, he'll be there to grant it to you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. You've taught me a lot, and you really, the confessions, I've never done that before. So that would be a new
Well,
thing.
you've got a job now, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
You don't want Renee to say, where's your confess? Because she will, you know, she'll message you.
I know. And thank you all, and Renee for being keeping me accountable for things that I need to do.
Absolutely. You know, I just want to add, you know, as we continue on today, you know, Miss Ade, the way your compassion, your empathy towards others, but your words of truly confirmation. I think we all were crying this morning as you were praying. You know, it hit like our soul because we felt every word that came out of your mouth. And not only that, but your inflictions and how you were moved. Like Marjorie was saying, I called literally, I spoke with three ladies right after the call. First was Tanya. I'm like, Tanya, you know, When I asked her that morning, I said, what's the title going to be? She says, I just sent her a text message because that's how we usually talk anyway. She said, Vision. I said, ooh, that's going to be heavy right there. I already knew it was going to be heavy. And it's interesting. We, had the lineup and everything like that of each person that was going to pour in. I said, but something's going to move today differently. I said that, not even knowing how all of us came in together with such that currency. And that currency meant for each person to come in at their own God's speed time. And as each person poured in, no one's response to vision was the same. That was so powerful. Each person had an awakening that was totally different. And I remember the day when I had you and Malika to pray us out. Oh my God. Sometimes we have our little white handkerchief. You know how they say, excuse me, Lord? I'll be like, oh my goodness. Because sometimes we need that extra prayer. Sometimes we need the extra prayer. Because we don't know how it's going to move us from 1 second, minute, hours, days. And sometimes we need those prayers to reflect upon us and then to impress upon us as well. And we just want to say thank you for allowing God to use you. And not only allowing God to use you, I can't wait to get my book. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. We cannot wait to be have this a part of our book club, Miss Ade, okay? Have this a part of our book club, because one of the things I was fussing with us, I'm like, wait, we haven't been reading books like I was doing it every month. What's going on? We're going to play double time. We're going to play catch up. We got Malika Star book. We got Miss Ade book. We have so many books. And then by the end of March 31st, we already know we're going to have even a plethora of more books that's coming out, because you already know I challenged the Warriors, right, guys? We're becoming authors, second-time authors, listening to also one of our warriors, which is Miss Cassandra Webb, just like you. She is just not stopping, not holding back. So, Miss Ade, not only was it an honor and a privilege to have you here with us, we love for you to share with everyone how we can get that amazing book. And then we're going to continue on this hour, or this half an hour, as we go and pour into our next superstar. That's right, our superstar over there in the DMV area, my other sister, my goodness, who I'm looking so forward to seeing her on the 14th. That's right, the 14th of March, Miss Yolanda, our arts angel. I'm going to call you the art angel, the warrior angel, the fabulous angel. I mean, all of that and above. So we're going to continue on with our interviews, as well as with our spotlights. And then we're going to be closing it out, guys, with a man of the half an hour. How about that? We're going to close it out with the man. I mean, we did such a great job with the ladies. Come on, put some hearts in the chat, with red hearts, if you've been not only been able to receive value from today, but also being able to just connect with these souls. Totally different. Miss Ade, please share with us how we can not only get your book, but also be a part of your book club as well. Take it away, Miss Ade.
Well, ladies, I am going to invite you all. It will be virtual, because I won't be able to afford just yet. I say just yet because I'm a woman of faith, and I know that God is taking us all higher, and there will come a time when I will be able to do what I would love to do, and that would be to have you all come over to London. But I'm having an official launch very, very soon, and it will be at the launch that you will get to know how and when you can buy the book. But I would love it if all of you would be able to join me and be there to support me as I launch it officially in the next few weeks.
Ladies, do we accept that challenge? Yes?
Yes, we do.
In the clubhouse, do we accept that challenge, guys? Come on now. Yes, we do. Okay, we can make that happen. And then, you know what, also, we like to continue on being there for you, being your cheerleader, And that's something that's very important. I think Marjorie or Yolanda, if you all check the agenda for London, what month do we have on there? What month do we have on there? So Miss Ade, girl, let me tell you, that girl named Renee, she done put her schedule together and whoo,
June.
Girl, okay, come on,
Yes.
Yolanda, right?
June.
Now, Miss Ade, is the weather in June warm?
In London, you can never say, right, Camille? You
can never say. You can never tell what it's going to be like.
I recall us coming there in June, and the reason why the June month, I have to be warm. I'm going to share with you guys. Cold just don't really work good with my body, especially Europe weather. When it's cold in Europe, it's not even the same as being cold in the United States. But it has to be at least in the 60s, 50s. Well, we're going to have to look into that, Yolanda, okay? Because I really would love for us to come to London. I really would. It's long overdue. And, we definitely have the schedule outlined. And it's a very robust schedule. But, it's always intentional as well. One of the greatest gifts that we can do is to not only connect with each other online, but also offline. And I'm a firm believer. I like to be in your energy, in your space, in your hometown. So therefore we can make these bonds even stronger. So let's look into June. Okay, let's see what happens in June. All right. Is that okay with you, Miss Ade?
Most definitely. Anytime you are in London, you will have the time of your lives.
Yes. Well, you guys were looking fabulous in October in all that radiant pink. And it was even chilly in October, right? It was chilly.
Definitely.
Yes.
But it's kind of a bit on and off with snow at the moment. Oh. Right, Camille?
Yes, it's on and off. And then it was a bit cold this week as well, right? In the morning.
We're not out there praying for God for certain things, but God, please, pray. We need to have warm weather in June for life. Please, Lord.
But Renee.
Yes, okay.
The light and the glory will keep you so warm. And everybody, as they see you come down the escalator from the airport, they'll say, whoa, sunshine has arisen.
Woo! I receive it. I love it. Well, guys, there you have it. The one and the only, our queen, Miss Ade. Just love you to slices, pieces, pies, with the cherry on top and the whipped cream. We truly love you. Can everyone just go ahead on and put some big hugs up for Miss Amazing Miss Ade, because we truly, truly love you. You've been a blessing in our lives, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the other side of your greatness.
Thank you very much. And don't forget my launch. I will send out all the invites.
Please, you have to do that. You truly have to do that. We cannot wait, okay? We're looking so forward to it. Well, guys, we're so grateful. We are looking for our next interview for the lady herself, Miss Yolanda Christensen. And not only are we looking forward to this conversation, we are longing and looking forward to learning so much of what she's been doing, as well as she's evolving to her greatness. We'll be right back after this commercial break. My goodness, my goodness. Happy Friday again to you, Yolanda. Today has been so special. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Let me just say this. You look fabulous. I just have to say that.
Thank
As Miss
you.
Karen was
So
saying,
do
like
you.
today's Friday and it's all about fashion, and you're very fashion forward and just loving your heart, loving your energy. Now you have been just paintbrushing, whoo, whoo, whoo. You've been writing, oh, oh, oh. You've been touring, you've been traveling, you've just been all over the place. I just love it. And you've been exercising. You've been out there getting your, as I say, getting your exercise groove on. How are you doing, young lady? Superstar.
I am doing amazing. I feel truly blessed to be here. I have definitely been taking time to take care of me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come back in, Yolanda. There you go. Okay, you've been taking the time to do what? Go ahead.
Yes, just taking the time out to take care of me and taking on some challenges to overcome some of my fears and just, embracing, as Queen Ade mentioned, God's glory in my life on how He has blessed me to be an impact to family caregivers here in my local community, but also reaching around the world and connecting with other like minds. And so I want to just say thank you, Renee, for this amazing opportunity as we recognize women because, honestly, I celebrate us often and as often as possible because we do a lot. And as the owner of Benevolent Art, I'm blessed to continue to make strides in impacting the lives of caregivers within my local community. And currently, I am collaborating with a focus group where we are working together to launch my very first caregiver retreat in September of this year. And while I'm collaborating, I'm also providing emotional support to family caregivers, as well as raising awareness through social media platforms. I will be speaking at a event here in St. Mary's County next month, as well as improving my knowledge and awareness on the needs of the community that I'm serving. And while I'm collaborating with the merchants, we provide a small gift in kind donation. And that donation goes to show appreciation to family caregivers. And for me, family caregivers are resourceful, they are resilient, but they also need resources and support networks. And so I'm collaborating with my local community to work on building more online support groups within some of the agencies here in St. Mary's County. Another thing I've been doing is increasing the public awareness and also recognizing caregivers when I'm out and about. You know, it's very often that God blesses me to run into someone who's caring for someone else and just lifting them up along the way. And another thing is blessing them to understand that they are appreciated because a lot of caregivers don't feel that. And with the public awareness, I'm providing more of an increase of understanding as far as the unique needs, because there's so many needs for our caregivers here in St. Mary's County, as well as around the world. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm definitely looking forward to this launch for my retreat. I have, like I said, an amazing focus group. And, we're just aiming to touch the lives of caregivers in all spaces by providing them with a happier lifestyle through connections, and also invoking that same connection that we make, the gratitude within ourselves.
I think that's brilliant, Yolanda, and congratulations. I'm so proud of you, just like how everyone putting up these red hearts in the chat, just like, go, Yolanda, go. You know, the importance where you are right now is understanding that there was a need, understanding that just like you as a caregiver, the missing piece was that just being able to be appreciated, to show others, hey, you know what? As a caregiver, it's not easy, but we're here. We need to be seen and also feel valued and appreciated. And I think what you're doing is not only phenomenal, but you know what? I'm going to call the city up. They need to have a Yolanda Day. That's right, a Yolanda Caregiving Day, because the city needs to recognize that, right? Um, just to start, the community probably take caregivers for granted. I'm going to be honest with you. And caregivers need love too. Caregivers need time for just being able to be by themselves. That self-care and that self-love for a caregiver that probably don't really get recognized enough. And so what you're doing right now is not only admirable, but at the same token, you know, for sure, the other caregivers are loving it. I'm sure of that. Is that right?
Yes, it is. I'm actually also becoming an advocate to lobby on Capitol Hill, because a lot of caregivers are not paid for what they do.
Mm.
And, you know, so I'm just stepping out on faith. And, you know, the reason why I'm here in my life in this vision is because I asked for it.
Yes.
And, you know, each and every day in the last, you know, I always am grateful, and I give God the grace and the glory, like Queen Ade says. But, you know, God has blessed me with 4 words, and they're all D's, Renee.
Talk to
And
us,
I
girl.
believe, I shared them with you.
Yes.
Divine guidance, divine discipline,
Yes.
divine discernment,
Mm-hmm.
and divine desire. And that's why I do what I do, because it's God driven.
So
And just putting a smile on someone else's face.
Yes. You said divine desire, divine discipline, divine, what was the other one?
Divine direction. Divine discipline. Divine discernment. And divine desire. What more can we ask for?
What more could we ask for? Absolutely. That's an abundance within itself. Well, you know, your journey has been one of those awakenings, because sometimes we have to go through moments in time in order for us to really define who we are. And, you know, as I share with Ade, it's not about an age. It doesn't matter when you find your way, as long as you're able to find it, right? As long as you're able to find it. You know what I'm loving more than anything? I'm loving how all the seasoned millennials are just coming out, busting open, turning into Wonder Woman, and then doing that leap of faith to serve humanity. That leap of faith to serve humanity. Well, Yolanda, share with everyone, not only are you focused on your benevolent art, but tell us also, how did you even get started as an artist? Because you do the caregiving, but the story behind the art, bridging the components together, that's even, I find it to be even sweeter, because of your heart. You're an amazing artist. Oh my goodness. You're very talented. You're very gifted. We have the opportunity of not only showcasing your beautiful pieces. They just give me chills just looking at them, how detailed they are. So share with everybody where that passion drive from.
Well, Renee, the passion, as we know, comes from God. He gives us our gifts and our talents, but we don't recognize them. As a child, I loved art. I used to illustrate my classwork on the side, on the borders. I always would, pertaining to whatever the subject was, I'd always draw some kind of illustration, and got into paper mache and making puppets for our talent shows. And, life brings about a change. I stopped, I want to say, at age maybe 11, and got into track and field, and, just didn't really even pay much attention to how valuable the gift would be later here in my life. But originally, my father was an artist, and he could draw anything and anyone in less than 10 minutes. And he used charcoal and he used the pastels. So as a child, I would sit there and watch him and ask him questions, and he'd explain the technique like I really knew. I really didn't understand, but I was just enthused by what I was learning. And so I would bring my pad, my coloring book to the table, and I would just draw. Whether it was a stick person or not, I would still be just there and just amazed by his creations. And so throughout life, as a young mother, at a very young age, duty calls for responsibility when you have children. And so as a single mom, life happens. And I worked for corporate America, for one of the largest brokerage companies in the world, the third largest. It's called Marsh McLellan. I'm sure a lot of people may know of them. Big company, risk management. And in 2004, my father experienced some health issues. And so I was able to continue to work up until 2009, where his health began to decline, as well as my mother, who was diagnosed in 2005 with breast cancer. And so in 2000, as life goes on and the blessings are upon me, whether it was traumatic or not, it is a blessing. It has been a blessing for me. I look at everything that I've experienced from 0 to 60 as a true blessing. In 2016, as my father was transitioning, I had the opportunity, as most caregivers don't always get the respite care that they deserve. I was able to have a day out, and it was a wine and design, in which I don't drink wine. And so I went to the painting, and it was for painting. And we did a painting with the sunset, and I really got into it. And the instructor was like, "You should teach classes." And I was like, my self-esteem was very low, because I hadn't been out and socializing, because you become in this cocoon as a caregiver. While there, God spoke to me, and he said, "You know what? Go to the art store and get some canvas and get some paint." And so I started to do some research, and on YouTube, good old YouTube, and learned some of the blending techniques, and just drew a it's a picture of a woman, and I call her Naima. Naima means felicity and joy. And as I painted this, it's of a woman, an African woman from Africa, of course, with the Serengeti in the background. Although I didn't realize at the time that I was expressing my sorrow for my father transitioning, I had joy the whole time. And so it's just kicked off from there. I'm a self-taught glass artist, and it's a technique that brings so much power to glass. And I am looking forward to, in the future, of sharing some of my expertise in some classes here shortly. So that's how I got started. And each and every day, I don't always get to go to my art room because my art room is next to my office and I can see it and it calls me. And so, I was able to produce something last week that I wanted to do. And, as God fulfills my need with my request, and it doesn't come right away, but once he does, I'm able to create it. And that's what I'm very grateful for.
Well, we are so grateful that you've been able to find your wings in a space that you find your way. And it's amazing how my computer just worked on its own just a while ago. I can laugh about that. It's like, whoa, I'm in. Okay. So, don't you just love it? I think that's only because it's between you and I. You know that, right, Yolanda? We already know things have happened to us in the past before. I want to say that your work is brilliant. And I'm looking at some of the pieces right there behind you. And as you were sharing your story of your sorrow, but look what happened, about your dad, you were able to find your purpose. You're able to find your miracle. And I'm grateful that you just kept going through, because guess what? You could have just cried yourself without even doing anything about it. How many of you know? I mean, so many people just literally find themselves in the lowest part of their life and they stay there. You heard what Karen say, if you get down, you got to get right back up. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. And oh my goodness, I'm glad that you use that to fuel your energy and look at your masterpieces. You are a masterpiece first and foremost. You already know that, right? You
Thank
are a
you. And you
masterpiece.
are as well. You're very dear to me, and you know that. It's all through the glory of God. I
Yes,
just give God the thanks and the praise for everything that I've been blessed to do and what he continues to bless us as his children to do for him.
absolutely. So, Yolanda, we would love for everyone to know how to get in contact with you, how to stay connected with you, and also, if they have other caregivers that they want to also refer to you, how would they go about doing that? Please share, Beauty.
Well, Renee, I am on several social media platforms. You can find me as Yolanda Christensen on Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, YouTube. I am Benevolent Art. That is my username, as well as my email, which is YP Huff, H is in Henry, UFF, number one, number eight, number one, number nine at gmail.com. And as well, right here in the GW3. That's how you can find me. So I look forward to the connections and thank you.
No, we thank you, superstar. We truly thank you, and continue on with the great gift that you have in impacting the world, changing those caregivers one day at a time. Of course, you and that superstar, Miss Marge, you're going to have to do some more brainstorming, because as you're connecting with the adults, she got to have the babies on the other side as well. And so that could be another great synergy. And I know there's like 3 other groups of women that I need to make sure you guys connect with, because we need to make sure we restore, repair, and then bring everybody whole again. That's our gift. It's Friday, Yolanda, and you wore the right outfit. You wore the right color. You just over there flaming in fire with that fashionable red that you have on. Can you give the ladies and the gents some words of wisdom as we continue on? We have one more interview that we're going to be doing, and I'm so grateful that we had an opportunity to hear and share your story. Please, Yolanda, take it away. Words of wisdom.
Certainly, Renee, thank you. One of the most important things for me to share is to seek ye first. Because God will never, if you believe in God, and even if you don't, he will never leave you or forsake you. He will direct your paths. And even when you think you're too down to get up, know that you can, because we're built to go through trauma. The trauma makes us stronger. And there is nothing we can't do. The only one that can stop us is the person looking in the mirror. And also in the mornings, wake up with gratitude. And that gratitude would be something that you are grateful for about yourself, something that you are proud about yourself, something that you love about yourself, and something that you desire for yourself. And those are the things that I do in the morning. All praise to God.
Absolutely incredible. We love you, Yolanda. Everybody put some hearts up in the chat for Yolanda. We love your heart. We
I
love
love
your
you all.
energy. We love everything about you. And you know what, beautiful? I'm looking forward to seeing you over there in the DMV. Okay, we like on countdown. Okay, I've been working out, girl. I've been doing my crunches and everything like that. Okay, are you ready?
Well, I haven't. Honesty is the best policy. I haven't.
Well, that's okay. The
I've been
weekend,
walking though.
you've been
I've been
walking.
walking.
Okay, well, we'll
Yes.
work out together. Okay, we'll work out virtually together so we can get
Yes.
on the right track. There's two other ladies. They're like, Renee, I need help. I'm like, okay, we can just take it to the workout, working it virtually again. But I love you. Thank you so very much for being here, superstar. And you know what? We are looking forward to seeing all of your accomplishments for 2023. We can't wait to see you in 2024. You're not even going to be the same person. As our mayor said, you guys are going to be sick of me. That's what she said. You're going to be sick of me, meaning all good positive things is going to happen. So we're looking forward to it, Yolanda.
Thank you so much, Renee.
You are so welcome. Guys, when we come back, not only our finale interview, it's a man. Go figure. Oh my goodness, it's a man that's going to be joining us, Mr. Howard. He's truly one of the most men, one of the gents that's going to pour in not only knowledge for us, but also some wisdom as we're wrapping up this particular segment of not only spotlighting our phenomenal women, kicking off Women International Month, but at the same token, we're here to keep the honor of these women's businesses flourishing and pushing forward. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
I'm Renee Knorr, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar.
And we are back. Oh my goodness. You know, we've been rocking and rolling all this afternoon. You know, we've been highlighting and spotlighting all these phenomenal women. And no, this is not a woman. No, no, no. This is Mr. Howard Barack. Oh my goodness. You know, it's been a long time that I've seen you. It's been, okay, I'm going to say a long time. It's like 2 years, like really? But you know what? I'll say this. Guys, I've had the pleasure of cooking for Mr. Howard with a group of us. Oh my goodness. I think that was Thanksgiving. We spent some quality time together. And of course, we've been bumping into each other along this journey. But what I truly appreciate about you, Howard, you're a man of showing consistency as well as constantly being there for the community. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. And you?
I am doing wonderful. I love the new facial hairs. Oh my goodness. So when did you start growing all of this?
Well, actually, I just trimmed it, so it used to be a lot longer.
Are you serious? Well, it looks great on you. It really looks great on you.
Thanks.
Yes. Now I know you've been so just productive with this whole month. As we're kicking off into the month of March, I know you're lining up, and we're going to be seeing you on tomorrow as we're kicking off
Yep.
the summit that's going to be taking place right here in Buckhead. And we're so excited, looking forward to having you. So share with everyone, Howard, a little bit more about who you are and why is it so important? Because, you know, when we've had the conversation, I'm going to tell you, you remind me a little bit about it. You kind of like make me go back in the days when we were younger. And the reason why I say that, my auntie, she used to always do something with us. She always wanted to make sure we had what? Insurance. We used to say, Auntie, will you stop talking about insurance? My God, that's all she used to talk about. Prime America, Prime America. But you know what? She taught us so much along the way. Really, she did. And you know, we are here impacting the lives of families. We're impacting the lives of so many phenomenal women. I want you to share with us a little bit more about who you are and also why you chose to be in the field that you're in. Without further ado, take it away, Mr. Howard. And thank you for being here, my
All
friend.
right, thanks. Thanks for that introduction. So a little bit about me. My name's Howard Burkett. Actually from Pennsylvania. Grew up there. Went into the military. I was in the Air Force for 4 years. Got out. Went back home. Got my bachelor's degree in accounting. Decided I didn't want to stay there. Then I moved to Chicago. Was in Chicago for 20 years, and now I am down in the ATL. So that's a little bit about my background. Where I am right now, I am actually teaching financial education and doing financial planning. Most people usually worry about two things. One is living too long and running out of money, and dying too soon and not leaving enough money to their loved ones. So, first one is really investments and retirement. And the second one is life insurance or income protection. So, most people know life insurance or burial expense, but most people forget about one thing with life insurance, and that's protecting their income. With protecting your income, if something happens prematurely, you want to make sure that your family and loved ones are taken care of financially, where most people just worry about what's going to happen for the burial, but you got to make sure that the income's still coming in. Because if somebody's working a job, that money is going to stop. There's going to be an issue not only with the loss of a loved one, but also financially. So we want to make sure everybody's taken care of on the financial side if something happens prematurely as well. So that's pretty much all I have about the life insurance. What got me into it was really about helping other people.
I love that. You know, can you hear me okay? Yeah, you can. You know, I
Yeah,
love the fact of not only your journey from, you know, being in the service, but also you've helped other people, but you also support other people. Help to help us as well as being in the field that you've been in. But I love the fact that you don't have to have a big family to help other people, right? When you
right.
have a gift of just wanting to support others, it's that heart. And we talk about that love and the love for being there. You know, I'm grateful that your journey have brought you here because you seem like you're very excited about helping people. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Yes. Well, you know, one of our dearest, phenomenal ladies, we just finished having her interview, Miss Yolanda. We're going to bring her back up as well, you know, because I know how much she truly, truly enjoy helping people as well. And we talked about this. Not only do you and her have this commonality of, you know, service life, you know, being there with the whole military background, but also being a caregiver. And the importance with that, Yolanda, I know as you're in your journeys right now, taking on the responsibility of helping within, um, you know, to support other families, sometimes we know they don't really take the time to do the proper planning. They don't take the time to even think about um, afterlife, you know, where it relates to their wills and things of that nature. So, Yolanda, go ahead and point to Howard. You may want to ask him a question because you're getting ready to embark upon so many other caregivers. how do they even get started? You know, if you're a caregiver for someone else in regard to um, supporting them, and with some that they don't have the proper paperwork, you know, that may be definitely a good question for you, Yolanda, for Howard. So you guys, Howard and Yolanda, pour into the conversation.
Well, the good thing is God has blessed me. You know, Renee, I didn't have a blueprint when I became a parent,
Mm-hmm.
just a person. You know, we all learn, right? Um, and my mother had life insurance. She got life insurance back in 1950. And she got policies for each and every one of us. I never knew this, but in my 20s, she brought it to my attention. And that's the thing. We have to make families more aware, especially, Renee, in the community of us brown people.
Mm, yes.
It's important because so many, I've had so many friends who have lost a loved one that don't have any insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just grateful that I am aware of, you know, the importance of having life insurance as well as the benefit of having it. Because, like you said, Howard, nice to meet you, by the way. It's very important for us to have it because, in case of emergency, you can borrow from it. Now, my question to you, I do have a question, is how does that work, Howard?
So there's actually two types of life insurance. One is what's called term insurance, and the other one is called cash value. So there's many different names for that, but basically you're paying for two things at any given point. You're paying for the insurance and you're paying for the savings. But the problem is, I call it legalized theft. But in the savings account, the it's not worth what you're putting into the insurance policy. So I show people how to break that out, get term insurance, and invest the difference on their own, so that if something happens, the family can get both, not just the face amount.
You
Thank you
know,
for that.
yeah. Miss Yolanda is getting ready to build out her $1 billion enterprise as being not only the director of the largest caregiving organization, and this is going to be globally. And as she is preparing for this amazing organization, she's going to have a plethora of people that's going to need to have those questions answered. And I think, Miss Yolanda, you may even have to put a questionnaire. Do you have insurance? Does, you know, the person that we're caring after, do they have insurance? And then also, maybe that's even something that's important to even have a conversation with those new caregivers, Yolanda, that's coming in. I think you guys can partner up in regarding to being there, you know, to put that in place. You know, it's always like we always like to make sure we do things what paying it forward, right? Automatically preparing, you know, for that in your infrastructure. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's an amazing opportunity. I would be inclined to it, Renee and Mr. Burkett. You know, because I believe we can learn from each other. I have been blessed also to understand the estate administration process as well. And, you know, like you said, Renee, as a caregiver, you don't know a lot of things. You don't, I mean, it's not like there's a manual to say it may be now, but you know, you're not going to get what you need from someone who knows, you know. And so I would love to have the opportunity to connect with you, Mr. Burkett.
Absolutely, it'd be my pleasure.
Well, we're so excited. Looking forward to having Mr. Amazing Howard with us on tomorrow as we're kickstarting our Women's Summit. And this is going to be a series that we're going to do not only in Atlanta, it's going to be a traveling series. We'll be in the DMV area alongside with Chicago, as well as we'll be returning back to Atlanta for the closing ceremony. Our ultimate goal is to help other women to not only we want to celebrate you. We want to honor you, but we want to make sure you are whole. Just this week alone, we had so many women that were not finding their wings, or their wings were, they were pushing their wings down, when we need you guys to lift those wings up, so therefore you can soar to your, new destination of opportunities, So I'm looking forward to us bringing about these conversations. I know these conversations are truly, just talking about it can help bring about change, and just helping us to look at things differently too. So Howard, we're looking forward to having you. Yolanda, thank you so very much. And I cannot wait to see how you are going to help Yolanda with her $1 billion enterprise. That's right. I'm speaking about in existence. Yes. So Howard, how can people get in contact with you? Please share.
So I am on social media, just by my name, Howard Burkhat. But somebody wants to reach out, I can be reached at 312-399-4377.
He gave that number out, okay?
Got it.
Okay. Say it one more
Doesn't
time,
matter.
Howard. Well, you know what I love too? Howard, you're from Chicago, is that right?
No, Pennsylvania. I live there.
Pennsylvania. Okay, Pennsylvania. But the great part about it was going to say, you can literally have help people no matter what state they're in because of
Correct.
what you do. Okay, yes.
Yep.
I know. We're talking about Chicago. I think I was telling you I'm going to kidnap you and take you with me to Chicago. I think that's probably what I'm. Well, we're looking forward to having you. Thank you so very much for joining us this evening, and keep up the great work. I know you've been now in this field for years, and it really has been a wonderful way when people really understand the benefits. Because I don't, like Yolanda said, I don't think they really understand the benefits for life insurance. And if they get it at an earlier age, that's the piece that really helps to change the trajectory in regard to how they're doing certain things. A lot of people don't even realize they can even borrow money from their insurance as well. So I'm looking forward to you doing a deeper dive with us on tomorrow. All right?
Sounds great.
Thank you, Howard, for being here.
My pleasure.
Yes, Yolanda, it's been an amazing day. Oh my goodness. Like our very own Mira would say, can I get a woo woo? Oh my goodness.
Woo.
Yes, woo woo. Well, beautiful. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm so grateful that today has been not only a fun, fashionable Friday, but this has been a Friday to really highlight, to support women from around the globe. I would like for us to also say hello to those in the clubhouse. Let's go ahead and unmute those that's in the clubhouse. Say your name. I know we have several right now. I'm just going to go like in, as I said, in order. Again, wasn't that Miss Ade phenomenal? Oh my goodness. She was such
absolutely.
She's just always bringing chills to me. But I see Miss V all the way there from Chicago, all the way from California. How are you doing today, Miss V, in the clubhouse? Flash your mics if you are here.
I am loving this show. Was so fantastic, and it was just off the chain. Good job, ladies. Good job.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you soon. I did receive a message. When are you coming to California? I'm like, I'm sure we can fit that in, right? We can fit that in. So we'll make that happen. And then we have Dr. Tangi. Is Dr. Tangi in the house with us? Dr. Tangi? Dr. Tangi. Okay, she might have stepped away from her mic. We have also Miss Vandy. How are you doing, Miss Vandy? Vandy is here with us alongside with Miss Cassandra Webb. We have Tanya alongside with Miss Carrie, Patricia, Miss
I just got back over here. Sorry, I was on the wrong screen.
Okay.
Renee. Awesome. I loved everybody's things.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad that you are here with us, Miss amazing Miss Vandy. And Miss Vandy, we look forward to having you next week on the program as well, okay? So also,
let's connect and see what we can do.
Absolutely, absolutely. We also have the one and only Miss Cassandra. I think she heard us talking about her earlier, Miss Yolanda. Because oh my goodness, Miss Cassandra, it's always great to have you. And then we have Miss Carrie, who dropped the mic this morning as well. Miss Carrie, are you with us? Okay, we also have Miss Patricia. Hey, Miss Patricia in New York City. And also the lady herself in Chicago, Chi-Town, Miss Jackie. Miss Jackie, are you there with us, Miss Jackie? Okay, so we got a full house in the house and in the house, but we have a full house in the clubhouse. And we're just grateful for everybody being there supporting today's segment. So we're going to be closing today's segment. Not only is it important for you to keep on believing in yourself, know that you're all that you need. Know that you're all that you need. Sometimes we are, oh my God, what am I going to do? I have to go get this person. I have to go get that person. I got to go get this person. Whoa, 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 whoa. Speak to yourself and say, I need. Because we need you whole first and foremost. In order for you to even lead or even to direct or even give other people instructions, you have to be at a sound mind. And leaders, I want you guys to hear this. You heard from some phenomenal women today. We may not be perfect. We may not be doing things absolutely with 150% accurate. But you know what? We believed in ourselves and we just did it. That's what we ask of you to do. Believe in yourself and just get it done. Don't always have to be perfect. Just work towards making it happen. We love you. Yolanda, would you like to give us some closing words as well?
Absolutely. Just stay strong, believe in yourself, and trust God. He'll never leave you or forsake you.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're so grateful that you've been able to join us. Make sure you follow all these amazing speakers that was here with us. We will continue on with this entire month. This is the beginning of March 2023, how we're celebrating, how we're honoring women all across the globe. You've had the honor of listening to beautiful voices from London, alongside with the DMV. We also had New York City. Oh my God, so many other places. But guess what, guys? That's just the beginning. We also have Africa. We also have Dubai that's going to be joining us. I literally been having conversations all morning long, and we want to make sure we can salute and honor each one of these amazing ladies because they decided to make a decision and they said yes to themselves. We want you to say yes to yourself as well. God needs you to say yes to you. And you know what? We want to see you on the other side of your greatness. So until we meet each other, until we see each other again, we want you to do what? We want you to hold that head up, put those shoulders back, and it's time for you to go blaze the universe. Why? Because the world needs another game changer, and that game changer is you. Thank you guys for joining us. Bye for now.